a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
Oh yes! A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rage. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I
Never joy neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe. Oh, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning, morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. This is all the money that me work for. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. This is all the money that me work for. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. What we could do with a gilda piece? 1 bunch green plantain, 1 string quacquari, 1 Jill black pepper. All you could do with a gilda piece. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. Neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe. Oh, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning, morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. This is all the money that me work for. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. This is all the money that me work for. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. What we could do with a gilda piece? 1 bunch green plantain, 1 string quacquari, 1 Jill black pepper. All you could do with a gilda piece. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor.
Morning to all my Livewire family. Good morning, and welcome to another episode. It's the 15th of May, and we're moving through um, a couple of things for us to discuss this morning. But before I jump into that, you see this song, Morning Neighbor Morning? It reminds me of the opposition. Morning Neighbor Morning. And the neighbor saying, the supporters saying they don't want the conniving morning. Must listen to the words of the song. You could contrast it to coalition supporters right now. When you been a Koropung, you not been tell me morning. When they were in government, they used to go around and tell nobody morning. No Aubrey, the recently resurrected James Bond, they're walking around communities telling people morning. And people don't want their conniving morning. So sometimes when you see me when you see me late, is listening to the song. Listening to the song because it reminds me of the coalition and the conniving behavior. Right? Now, I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. And today we're going to mainly focus on one topic. Because I saw something yesterday and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I thought I was in the twilight zone. For those older persons, y'all would know the sci-fi channel had the Twilight Zone. It's like things you couldn't believe, right? So before we jump into it, Rad said them just wake up mentally unstable. Morning. Joseph Satar, morning to you. Rose, Eunice Raghubir, special good morning to you. Eunice is joining us from Canada. Eddie Ragnar, good morning to you. Yesterday's show was just, yeah, well, bro, Eddie, man, James is a lion. James has the ability to, skillfully maneuver around things, but certain things you can't hide. You understand? Neil Ramlukan, morning to you, joining us from NYC. In Paul Narain from Minnesota, morning to you. Chris, Paul Joseph, Camille Narain, joining us from Minnesota. Deshaun Abrams, morning to you. Leroy Mangal, Derek Drupal, Mal Ram Narain, good morning to you. Alan Khan, morning to you. Eon Gill, Philip Diabru, good morning to you. Ram Narain Singh, Joe Nabi John, joining us from Canada. Lance Henry, Vishnu Narain, joining us from New York. Sherwin Siram, good morning to you. Narain Panchu, morning to you. Nirmala Allen, joining us from Barbados. Prem Prashad from NYC. Balwan Dan Raj, morning to you. Yes, Mars, that's where he's from. J Queen, joining us from Pleasance. Good morning to you. Faisal Ghani, Dioraj North and Hill. Shakila Bridgelal, Safud Yabru, morning to you. Yumona from Kumaka Mines, this is a nurse. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Is it raining where you are? It's raining in the capital city and in Region 3. Marlon Boyce, good morning to you. I hope your recovery is coming well. Lola Harry, Jean Cornelius, Jamila Kayu, Maureen Razio, Jane from St. Martin, good morning to you. Vishnu Narain, good morning to you. Asif Hamad, Umar Sharif, Rugabrib, Claire Narain, Richard Budu, Data Nandalal, Shirley Singh, Gionan Suku, Luna Rodriguez, good morning to you. Thank you for sharing. And guys, share the live. Please like and follow Livewire News, also Livewire TV on YouTube and Facebook as well. Mohammed Isaf, morning to you. Shirley Singh, Indra, morning to you. Diane, Richard Stanislas, Pam, morning to you. And Trevor, Peggy Ram Singh, morning to you. Vijay Lacha, Miss Bob out of Mocha, morning to you. Raji Maraj, Henry Jagdio, Richard Aklu, Veneram Karan, Betty Christopher Prasad, Malchan Prem Kumar, good morning to you. Who else we have here? Dial Sukram, Lisa Williams, Mazo Inshan, morning to you. Gayatri Baldio,
Richard Rupert Messiah, Chitra Sokraj, morning, everybody. Bibi Kali Chiran, Raj, which region you in, my brother? Richard Ward, Anthony Wong joining us from France, Sean Duke, Rajendra Singh, Arlene Ward, special good morning to you. Raining Cats and Dogs in Bartika. Laureen Prashad, morning to you. Krishna Diodat, good morning to you. Mohammed Ismail, Zelina Khan, Shakila Khan, Jasoda Bujram, special good morning to Council Stephanie Nelson Moore. Special good morning to Mr. Ray Ferrier. Good morning, everybody. Rahima Marali, good morning to you. Miranda Koja, morning to you. Sally Jones, Latuan Rampasad, Carla Thomas, Barrett Mangar, Dial Das, what? Gil Bacchus, morning to you. Ruhit. I ain't gonna try with the last name, Ruhit. But morning to everybody. Good morning. Right? So first of all, I was planning to make today call-in Wednesdays so that we just focus on hearing from you, the viewers of the program. What are your thoughts on what's happening in Guyana, where you're from? Leslie joining us from Tampa, Florida. Good morning to you and welcome to the program. I don't think I've seen you come in before. I don't think so, but you probably may have. Sudden Balkaran, morning to you. Ramesh Prasad. Barbara, morning to you. Morning to you. You come and you hear it. Right, so let's get into it. Now, folks, I told you all about this song earlier. And how it reminds me of the coalition's operation. They don't come around when they got access to stuff. It's only when things green, sour, and bad, that's when you're. Special good morning to the Force Training Officer, the Guyana Police Force here on the live. Thank you for your support. Continue to train the ranks of the police force and make sure that they are upgraded and they're able to function in the capacities they may be asked to function in, right? This young lady is also a trained forensic expert. So here in Guyana, whereas people might make it seem like emphasis is not paid on upskilling persons, in the public service, upskilling people in the police force and things like that. These things are happening. You understand? Morning to everybody on the line. Now, first of all, and since I'm on education, right? No, Ruet, you have it. Ruet Basu. Right? You have it. Y'all give me a second, let me block Ruet. Because Ruet about to make me flip out on this live. Sorry. This got some early morning crosses that's come to you. Especially when they realize they ain't got nothing tangible to come to you with. So Ruet, you have it. So you return it, sir. Oh jeez, look. Oh my goodness, calm down. Body with Ruet today. Darn. All right, and just block you. Just block you from on Facebook in general. Ruet is one of them people critic this talk about hungry belly and low life. Ruet Basu. Hungry belly and low life. You know my aunt? You just like the false prophet. You are stink mouth calling people name. You know my auntie? Eh? On your profile here looking like a flaming homosexual. Listen, hold on. Let me just block this guy. Me can bother with you. Why y'all bringing my aunt name in your mouth? As a PNC supporter, none of you assisted or helped her with anything. So you get from here, Ruet. Hold this block. Anyway, back to the task at hand. So, as I was saying, I noticed this here yesterday. Special good morning to Tracy Martindale and Deanna Martindale. I done Blackie. He know about me aunt. This worries Rued Basu. Jeez. You Rued, you know what Granger them pay she for the contracts that she do and they didn't that she didn't get monetary compensation for? You buy. Anyway, you want to take me off a white upon a blackie. A blackie. I don't want you wrong as if. Anyway, so I saw this yesterday. And I almost rolled up on the floor laughing. Right? I almost rolled up on the floor laughing because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And more so, in the top right hand corner of this flyer, you'd notice it says in the first 100 days of government. Y'all remember the last 100 days of this government, what they promised? Huh? Y'all remember the last 100 days of the former government, the APNU government, what they promised? Now let's look at this flyer. Free university education at UG. Only APNU is truly serious. Y'all remember what happened with UG students under the APNU? So the first thing, for current and future students, no more payments of tuition fees with immediate effect. We will pay a monthly stipend to non-working students. They didn't know this in 2020, 2015 to 2020. Right? They didn't know this in 2015 to 2020. Now, just to take you back a bit, in the 2017 to 20, between the 2017 and 2018 academic year, right? The proposed fees adjustment by the government and the portions of the government put later on UG included a 15% increase for continuing students and an 18% rise for new students in the 2017-2018 academic year, right? So 15% increase for continuing students and 18% increase for new students for the 2017-2018 academic year. And this was followed by a 10% incremental increase for the subsequent years. Now they're coming to tell people about free UG. These people for real? These people for real? Renette, a small morning to you. Are these people for real? They are now saying here, and it's always something to contrast what they say with what they did. Right? Now, because they see that the government is moving forward with its promise to make UG easier for students, according to its manifesto promise, starting to write off the debt of students who have already passed through the system. This is the best they could come up with. They didn't realize that people could torpedo this nonsense that they're putting up as a solution or as their plan. And more so, why couldn't you implement it 2015, 2020? Now you realize that the students don't want to pay fees and want stipend. These people not for real. These people not for real. Now, we must look at the financial burden. Now, those planned fee hikes impose a significant financial burden on students, particularly for those from low-income backgrounds, potentially limiting access to higher education. While the fee increases are intended or were intended to improve the quality of services provided by the University of Guyana, there are concern amongst the students about whether these adjustments were, well, at that time, will translate into tangible improvements in the facility, resources, and the academic standards. Now, the higher tuition fees, which were brought on by the coalition government, they had a high possibility of deterring some students from pursuing higher education at UG. Now, this would have reduced access to resources and opportunities for persons to have academic development. Now, there were several protests by students at the Turkine campus And this highlighted the dissatisfaction of students at the University of Guyana in relation to these increases imposed by the coalition government. And these increases that they had put on the table had far-reaching implications and could generally mess with the overall experience the persons would have at the University of Guyana. Now, the students would have demanded greater transparency and accountability from the University of Guyana regarding how the additional revenues generated from these increases would serve them and be allocated and utilized to benefit the students and enhance their educational experiences. So this here is one of the most weakest responses I could see to anything. And that is to show you there is no uniqueness or originality from the PNC, APNU, AFC. All they do is play on the ideas of other people. You understand? This year, I mean, so the day after, the same day that the government decide to write off student debt, you come to say, oh, you're going to make it free. The UG students want to know why you didn't make it free before. Why didn't you make it free before? We heard of UG students complaining about the increases at UG. You understand? No, they didn't stop there. The coalition government did not stop there. In February of 2018, UG approved an increase in rates for service fees as well, following the 35% incremental increase on tuitions less than a year before. So increase the UG fees by 35%, and not 1 year later increase the service fees. Now, just to understand what these students were dealing with, some service fees were increased by 100% or more, affecting various aspects of students' lives. Supplemental examination fees were increased from $1,500 to $5,000, while fees for appeals, or you could call it a review, rose from $5,000 to $10,000. Who they bluffing, but they gonna make UG free? Who are they bluffing that they're gonna make UG free? And you know, I don't want to highlight who the persons are, but I like to thank the Livewire family, because sometimes I look for the information, but I don't always get it. And you guys send it to me in the inbox, because y'all remember, and the coalition government thinks that y'all have short-term memory loss. You understand? And like 007 yesterday, the coalition opposition has the testicular fortitude to come and bring this to the Guyanese people and the students of the University of Guyana. The testicular fortitude? Y'all can't be serious. That's too much balls. You got to get rid of some of it. You got to get rid of some of that. You understand me? People remember what you guys did. People remember what you guys did. Now, let's look at the UG entrance examination fee. This saw an increase from $10,000 to $15,000. Application process, excuse me. Jesus, is too high. Excuse me. Application processing fees for PhD new students doubled from $10,000 to $20,000. Previously, service fees such as student letters from the registry, right? They now cost $5,000. Now, this service used to be free. Just to get a letter. Just to get a letter, the office used to get it free. Now They increased it to 5,000. And the examination application, write-up, review, resubmission services for your thesis or your research projects they incurred fees of 15,000, 10,000, 10,000, and 15,000 respectively. Students looking to resit exams were required to pay 6,000 compared to no fee previously. So let me say you're sick, you can't come to the exam, right? They used to allow you to resit the exam free. No, 6,000. Well, coalition government changed it to 6,000 when they were in power, right? The University of Guyana Student Society expressed strong disapproval over these new rates, describing them as unlawful. And I'll see if I get the UGSS president, but he's a funny guy. He might want to come here and talk about these things to remind people. Or I'll probably try and get the former UGSS president, Mr. Griffith. This guy Griffith, I think he was the UGSS president at the time, Griffith. So I'm gonna see if I get him to come and talk about this. Right? Now the UGSS went as far as to write to express their disapproval. And they urged students to stand together against the increase in the fees. So who Aubrey Norton and team? Who Aubrey Norton and team could come and play this show in this year too? For current students, we will reimburse all loans and cash payments. Look, putting the oil wealth in the hands of the people. Listen to me. The 18 million US. That was the first opportunity the coalition government had to put the money in the hands of the people. The 18 million signing bonus. They didn't want to do that. Right? They didn't want to do that. Y'all remember former finance minister, first he didn't know but nothing. Then was some different story. Then we hear Annette Ferguson said it had to go ICJ. Then Raphael Trackman write, but it is some book. Listen, these people are horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible people. You understand me? Horrible people. And if y'all think I'm lying, check news source, July 29th, 2016. Right? Y'all go to news source, July 29th, 2016. Y'all go to Stabrook News. Y'all go to Stabrook News on April 5th, 2017. And y'all read the story to yourself. Read the story to yourself. Read the story to yourself. These people could come here and talk about 100 days in UG. Y'all forget the Janice Mahipal who collect the UGSS money to buy up the vehicle and give it back and play that it was okay because he gave it back. They don't care about UG students. They don't care about UG students. And anybody who said different, I'm asking you to show me. Show me how different. Right? Now, it goes even further. Under the coalition, new measures were announced by the government, student loan agency, and the Ministry of Finance under the coalition government to recover outstanding student loans from the University of Guyana. At the time, Finance Minister Winston Jordan suggested the possibility of barring individuals with outstanding debts from leaving the country until they arrange payments. Now, these are the things people need to remember. Right? These are the things people need to remember. It was suggested that the information on the debtors should be placed at all immigration points to ensure compliance with repayment. So that is how they were looking at the UG students. You couldn't even travel. I know people who do government course and going all over the place, they're coming back, but they're still able to move. Just last year, a nurse who done she course, she didn't even done a whole year yet since she done the course. Gone foreign, spend time, no issue. No issue. Because the government trusts the people and the people realize the government invests in them and they want to make sure that they give back. So the coalition government didn't want to place that confidence in its Guyanese people. You understand? Now, guarantors and students applying for future loans will be required to provide a credit report from the credit bureau. Those are the things that the coalition government, the people who got this flyer that you see on the screen, those are the things they implemented. Those are the things they implemented. So why would any normal Guyanese think that this flyer could be anything true? Right? Why would anybody think that this flyer would be anything true? Look, at the end of the day, people are maintaining the coalition government ain't really got nothing to offer poor cents. Right? The coalition government ain't got nothing to offer you. And if you notice, and you will see as time goes on, they will continue to piggyback on things they see this PPP administration doing. The sad thing about it, right, is that when unlike the PPP in opposition, the PPP could have said, look, point at it, look, we do this, look, we do that, look, that. Look, these people benefit so. Unfortunately, the APNU, AFCP, and CWPA People's Movement cannot do the same. They got to try and sell you a dream. You understand? They have to try and sell you a dream. This is what Guyanese male fathers try to keep their female their daughters away from. Right? This is what Guyanese fathers just tell their daughters about. People selling them dreams, how to recognize a dream. Don't worry with the stupidness, right? They didn't tell you any plan on how they plan to finance all this stuff that they're paying for. And remember, we know what's in the NRF fund. They don't plan to tell you how they're paying for all of this, but they're doing it in the first 100 days. Right? So most likely they will not have a budget to do this. You understand? So they don't even know how they're paying, they're reimbursing all loans and cash payments. And what's this last one for graduates? We will write off loans and reimburse all loan and cash payments with a 3-year work requirement for a job letter. Man, look, foolishness. Morning, brother. Calling Wednesdays. Before you start, people, it's calling Wednesdays. So I'm taking all your hold on, Vishal. So people is calling Wednesdays are taking calls today. So you have an opportunity to call and share your views, especially on this topic. Go ahead, Vishal.
Okay, good. As of recently, I saw the disclosure by the government to write off or written off student loans. APNU AFC in the 2015 on the 2015 campaign trail said that it would have made university or tertiary education free. However, when they came into power, they increased it by 35%.
Yep.
Right? Hello?
Yeah, hearing you. We listening.
Good. They increased it by 35%. However, you know, APNU, AFC, or PNC and its incarnation, APNU, AFC, now flapping, always like to, they always have a racist tone to every actions of the current government, right?
Mm.
I was told that the reason why the PPC imposed tuition fee at the university is because the majority of the students there are black people or Afro-Guyanese. But it was Chelly Jago that established the University of Guyana. It's not so, sir.
Yeah, yep.
It was also, the reason why they impose or introduce tuition fee at the university or tertiary level is because of the economic nightmare that the PNC left this country in. Imagine we just had money to pay debts.
Mm.
Not to improve the infrastructure, not to develop the country, not to develop the livelihood of the people, We were earning money throughout the 80s and 90s only, just enough to pay debt.
Yeah.
Now, when the PPP government took power in 1992, they inherited a bankrupt economy. Imagine one consultant at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs were earning, that consultant earning or remuneration package were equivalent to the entire budget for the military, the United Defense Force. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I heard the Vice President mention it the other day.
One consultant were earning 10,000 US. So you calculate 10,000 US by $125 when the currency value in 1991 it went to 150. In 1992. In 1990 it went to 150. And in 91 it went to 125.
Mm.
Yeah. So you calculate 10,000 US at 125 to $1 US. Calculate it. You gotta be a rocket scientist to do that. Right? Look at the current strike action by the GTU. Now tell me something. How could I pledge allegiance to a union who can't be accountable to a union that cannot be accountable to their own selves?
Mm-hmm.
So how could they be accountable? Or how could they represent my interests? How could they be accountable if they can't give account for my dues that I'm giving them every month?
Yeah.
How could they prudently represent my interests as a teacher? I mean, I'm not a teacher, I'm just saying so.
Right.
You can tell me the only income statement for the teachers union, the only income statement, the only added is only two added ad. One was in 1989, the other one was in 2004. This is for real, brother?
Man.
This is for real? No, let me ask you. Did mean the GRA is supposed to be scrutinizing the union?
That's what I'm saying, the man here. You heard the Vice President said that if they implement the measures to hold the union accountable, you can hear they're trying to bully the union. Because, in fact, if a union operated like this for so long, the Ministry of Labor could de-recognize the union.
Only APNU people are into APNU. The name is too damn decent for them. Flat blue ideology is only flat blue intellectual authors could commit the same acts. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I hear.
Yes. That is this people mentality. You see when the car David passed through the banger, he said you don't wear banger, but when the camera show the banger, it's black people. The song is black people. It's not black people when they're trying to rig the election. It's not black people when they tell young people, majority of whom would have supported young Afro-Guyanese, that they got to wait toward. They had the audacity to tell young people in this country, the government responsibility is not to create jobs. I don't know how we find a fiscal space to accommodate those part-time workers.
But the day,
Isn't it the PPPC government is not a government of Guyana? So how did the PPPC government find a fiscal space though? They claim that they didn't have a fiscal space to give to continue the every child or the every school child cash grant.
because we care.
Right, because we care cash grant. They didn't have a fiscal space for that. The government of Guyana collect $135 billion US dollars. No, 135. Let me change the thing. Like I get to be slap syndrome there. The government of Guyana collected $135 billion Guyana dollars in 2014. And it's in 2014 they started that cash grant. $10,000, $1.7 billion Guyana dollars. Listen to me. $135 billion, if you calculate it at 6.50, it's supposed to give you $654 million US dollars. I'm not sure we know though. Who's got incorrect figures and incorrect calculation? You understand?
Yeah.
I might be close or I might be a little off. But I'm close in the proximity there.
Yeah.
With the numbers. Right? Now, these people is some amazing jackasses. You gotta put amazingly stupid. Easy right terminology. Because they make some amazing hypothesis with no reality based in. Trust me. The teachers going out on strike. The money what they increase what they call it for white slap, they give them the increase. Even if they get an increase from flat blue, all them other things they're asking for, why did they not flat blue? Because flat blue, according to flat blue, they are sympathetic to sovereign interests and they are sympathetic to Afro-Guyanese interests. Because the subject note on the mantra always center around the pretext of African or Afro-Guyanese. Nobody else don't really be here. Another thing is, flat blue, PNC and its incarnation flat blue is culpable of insinuating a victimhood in black people mindset. There's the same slave master strategy. They use it when they brought the Indians from India to create a division between the Indians and the former African slaves. Go in the history book and read those records. Or extract those records.
Right.
These people have no vision. Mr. Walter Rodney, all the Gavinites and all these WPA accolades today always like to use Walter Rodney as a main character in the narrative. But listen to the archive videos of Walter Rodney. Walter Rodney represents every single race in this country. He highlights the endemic issues that were facing all racial groups in this country. Listen to the archive videos. I may not have an IQ, but friend, I could rational things from a simple mind that I have here. You understand? My mental faculty could process things effectively.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
logically is the right word to use. I now made the university graduate. I don't know what the future holds to me, but if I should be a parliamentarian in the parliament, I would rate my presentation without a written note in front of me.
I believe you.
I would rate my presentation without a written note because the facts is what I live.
All right,
I
Michelle.
don't read. My father had no tree. They slapped 2 months ago. Because up to them, there's not a lot of black people, but I see 10 black millionaires evolve out of black people in the government.
Who you mean? Annette Ferguson. You got
No.
Oh gosh, you got a couple people, buddy. But thank you for coming through, Vishal. I got somebody else trying to call there. Thanks for sharing your thoughts.
All right,
good brother. Yeah, hey, Vishal, man. Trouble. Right? So, guys, listen. You're gonna be seeing more things like this in the coming weeks, and especially leading up to the 2025 election. And I am asking you all to look at the promise made. Right? Look at the promise made, or whatever the AP and UPNC they're telling you. Look at whatever they're telling you. Like, take for instance, look at this flyer here. Look at what they're promising you, right? And then think about the exact same flyer, whatever the flyer is representing, and box your memory to see what they did in relation to whatever the flyer or whatever it's representing when they were in power. Richard, stop it. You and Balram, y'all is trouble. Balram Ravru, y'all is trouble. Stop it. Right? How could they come with this here now? With their horrible performance. With their horrible performance in office. When they had all the opportunities. You understand? They had all the opportunities to implement everything that they got here within the 100 days of the Grange administration. This was affecting youth. Aubrey Norton was the advisor on youth. Why, or was he say what did he allow David Granger administration to mess up itself? Shucks, I got his phone on silent. I didn't even see the call up. You can call back. You can call back. Let me call you back because I miss your call. Trouble. Trouble. Well, like he'd answer no.
Good morning.
Morning, brother. I had the phone on silent and I was talking, so I didn't see it ringing. You go ahead.
It's okay, brother. How are you this morning? Your voice sounding strong this morning.
Yeah, man. Feeling good. When I saw this flyer, I had to find a little extra energy to come and remind people of the foolishness they did with UG when they had the opportunity to change it.
Okay, my brother. Bye-bye, Richard. To you and just now, man. Everything he talk is positive. I like listening to him. Now, on my part, I just want to say a few things. Nothing long. I want to keep it long also, because a lot of people want to call it. Now, I was looking to Mr. Damlal story last night. And Mr. Damlal. And I wanted to know, with this story occur in Essequibo or in Georgetown? But this girl said she was raped 2 times.
No. Hold on. The allegation is that the first instance happened on the 27th of September, which is a Sunday, 2020, at the Essequibo State House. That's at Regina.
Good.
And she's claiming the second instance After, now mind you, the first instance happened, it was very traumatic and stuff. Now this young lady found herself in the alleged perpetrator's vehicle again, and she claims they were going somewhere and he diverted to his house, and she went into the house upstairs in a room, and whatever happened again.
Okay, now I know if you're in Georgetown and any incident occur, you got to go to the nearest station and report it.
Yep.
In Georgetown. If she Essequibo and anything occur, you got to go to the station in Essequibo.
Yeah.
How should you check over, John?
No. Okay, so valid questions you're asking. Now, just so persons are aware, and I know a lot of Guyanese went to Essequibo, but where State House is, the Anna Regina police station is less than a 5-minute walk from State House. So you can walk out to State House, turn right, and go up the road to the police station.
No,
in relation to the Courdel Jones report, now you don't necessarily have to report a crime at the closest police station to it. You can report it at any police station. There's something called an in-transit report that the police are required to send to the closest station to the incident for them to investigate. So she can report it anywhere.
Okay.
So
which means that she reported at Courdel Jones.
Yeah.
So when John got to send the report to Essequibo for the investigation.
Yeah, but something like that that's high profile, I'm thinking they'd more likely send it to like a major crimes unit or CID to investigate it. I'm just assuming. I'm not saying that's what they're going to do.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm now educated about that. You're right. Now, I saw last night on the TV, on the Facebook with Apna leader. There's somewhere in what the place name, Prospect of the East Coast or somewhere.
Okay.
Where people claiming that the housing selling them land for 500,000, and housing built something, and housing got them, they ain't got water, they ain't got light, they ain't got nothing. But to me, it don't look like I think the Ministry of Housing got to come out and talk about that.
No, where is this? Where you saw this?
Prospect or something. Look when you can see it up on the leader,
Apnu page? Apnu Facebook page?
Yeah. You gonna see it.
I look it now.
He's up in Prospect with some persons, couple Indian people, a couple people, not nobody big. And he there inside the residence.
No, success East Coast.
Yeah. Thank you very much, success.
Yeah, but this look like squatters. The ministry of housing and get nobody land like this.
That's what they're claiming, and they give him some paper. Those people, they give him some paper showing they give him housing and being a water. It says housing put them there.
Housing put them here?
Yeah, housing put them there.
No, but sir, okay, wait, hold on. Let me put this on the screen so people see what we're talking about. Yeah. Right? So persons could understand. This is crazy. Look, these people don't cease to amaze me. No, this is what the gentleman is talking about, viewers. I am saying I highly doubt the Ministry of Housing. I don't think so. And I'm gonna make a call as soon as I come off the phone with you. Now look at something, people. If you look on this house here, you're seeing LR 31. Those are usually the markings the ministry put when they're relocating persons. Well, in the photos, this area got culvert and stuff. So it may be a case that they were squatters and they get relocated here. But let me see if I get on to somebody from housing and find out what is going on so that we could debunk this narrative here. But I'm glad you brought it to my attention.
Yeah, I must let you, man. said they ain't getting water. They can't cook. They ain't got legs. So how you living there? You don't get water. You don't get nothing. They said the ministry tell them they would build on some place and the columns that break up and the children has got to go to school. The children hardly could go to school because the distance where the ministry put them, and they want $500,000 for the land. And they ain't got $500,000. No only thing. I think look into it for me.
All right, good. I'm going to check it right now.
Yeah, because it didn't look good.
Yeah.
Everything, for this media right now, social media, every time you turn and see something, it's something bad about the government. It's nothing good. Don't miss the president must have had some birthday celebration with the soldiers, and he was like sharing a piece of cake and and thing. Now those are problem too. Those are problems. They're up on social media. Or the president feeding the officers them, senior officers them. One of them says a love affair, and I won't even nonsense. Those we name the big policeman, the top cop.
Yes, Paul Slow. I can't stand he got problem with everything. Everything he got problem with.
Paul Slow know everything. He talking about some man they get stopped at the airport. You know how much people used to get stopped at the airport when they were taking power? You know how much people used to get stopped at the airport?
Man, you forget the conversation with Basil Williams and who's the other commissioner who was Minister of Citizenry?
Oh, really?
Felix. And about the airport run-ins, and he talking about people stop at the airport. He didn't know about Basil Williams and Felix conversation when they plan to plan thing of people for stop them from left in.
I'll slow know everything. When he went there, he was like a pig to people.
And
he was like a pig. And now he knows what should happen, or what shouldn't happen, and what should happen, and all kind of things should happen. And I ain't seeing nothing. Me seeing nothing. You understand that he talking is natural facts. Me seeing
Paul Slow and Mark Conway need to enjoy the retirement. Both of them.
Exactly. Keep out of it. Don't keep out. You had your time. You had your time. Keep out.
Yeah. Let me see if I could get some info on this housing thing here before I end the program, just to let people get an update.
Before I go, I just want to comment about this teacher strike.
Sure.
I think, my brother, that this teacher strike is pure politics. How long the government and go from where they want, they will tell the teachers to stay on the road. You know why? Because the judgment that passed by the judge. So they tell themselves they will stay on the road for a year and they will be paid. They don't care. They're talking about loving children and teaching children and this and that. They don't care. I think the teachers should go back in the classroom, accept what they get. They don't know how much they will get this year, and do the work. Because in the end of the day, they might get paid for none of the days they went on the road.
Why? They're going to be sad. They're going to be sad. They're going to hurt them. I'm telling you, they're going to hurt them.
You understand?
The taking set up.
I advise them to go back to school. Because Dr. McDonald and them and Light and all them, you listen to me, listen to them, and when we put ask them questions, they're stuttering, they don't know what to say. They're stuttering, they stuttering, they don't know what to say because it's unfair for the government to pay you from 2019 to now. Then you got to pay the whole country then.
Yeah.
Yes, and those were the sticking point. They want those were the leaders to tell them to do. The stupid leaders, the backward leaders, them old people, like we name Patrick Yard and all of them.
Bye. Don't worry, Patrick Yard. Patrick Yard is the definition of a toothless dog. Beer gum, he biting you with gum.
and Lincoln Lewis, all of them. But tell them stubbornness. Despitefulness. This is not number one. What is the percentage they're arguing for the teachers to be paid? You naming it. I hear teachers striking for more salary. For raise the salary.
Oh my goodness.
What is the percentage, my brother?
But I'm going to find out and tell y'all tomorrow.
That is a part of the election campaign.
Mm.
Strike. So when election come, people going to say, now we can't put them back because they ain't paying the teachers. Anyway, my brother, have a good day and a blessed day.
You too.
That's the thing for me. Just serious, must find out.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, because your name was there.
Mm.
Must find out about it.
Good.
Good. It is sounding good.
Good.
All right.
Y'all give me a second. Let me make a call, please. I can't even be. I got another call. Call the morning.
I'm trying to comment about this guy, being named Paul Sloop.
You got turned on the TV in the back.
Yeah. When you reach them page and with them type of face, you go on social media with them type of face, buddy. I this one, I'm a big man and I far 100% more good looking than that. I wouldn't go on social media, I too big for them kind of thing. These people don't watch their face in the mirror. And they would have shown on YouTube that these chap, what we got the opposition leader, and I was telling you that yesterday, this man done in his second pension book, old age pension book. But you wasn't believe me. This champagne's gone out there ready yet, boss.
Man.
You know who they envy? They envy at Bachadiro. Because Bachadiro you don't see on the press conference. Imagine the journalists them don't ask him no question anymore. Because they ain't up to date, they ain't afraid with what's going on in the war.
Right.
So what I'm saying, it's just envious and jealousy. The teachers know that this is the best time for them. But it's envious and jealousy. And the caller before saying that it's the campaign. This is what they want the campaign.
I agree.
Yeah, but what I saying, I want the good sense to prevail and let them go back to the classroom and teach the children.
I agree.
All right, you have a nice day, man.
Thank you, brother. Morning to Office of the Prime Minister, Representative in Region 2, Mr. Arnold Adams on the live. Morning to Mr. Earing Ward as well, and I did shout out Miss Arlene Ward. So guys, just give me a quick second. Let me find out about this housing scheme. I tried one more number, like these people in an early morning meeting. They ain't answering. Oh lad, let me see. All right, well, I'm gonna find out from you. I'm gonna. Oh, hold on. Right, guys. So I'm gonna have an update on this success situation tomorrow, on tomorrow's program, to give you all the details of what's going on. But I'm absolutely sure it's a misrepresentation of the situation, right? Absolutely sure. Once you see that this here on these houses, these are people who would have been either squatting somewhere and been relocated. On the side of this structure, LR, you see LR 30, right? So most likely these are persons who would have been squatting somewhere and were relocated. You understand? So anyway, I'll get an update from the Ministry of Housing and I will make you aware. Aubrey Norton is a waste. That's a fact, plain and simple. And he will use all of these opportunities to misrepresent, to create relevancy. Because remember, Rising Ford got in fee, got in fee. And mind you, if you notice it in this year, he ain't really got no support from the members of parliament. Not even James Bond out here with you today. You understand? Not even James Bond out here with him today. But we can find out what's going on here. And somebody messaged me on WhatsApp and stuff that these black tanks and stuff that were given was given by the ministry because of, but I can get the full story for y'all tomorrow and we can sort it out. But I'm absolutely sure it's a misrepresentation, and I'm absolutely sure these persons were squatting and they were relocated to success, and probably because of the urgency of the relocation. Some of the amenities in the area probably aren't in place as yet, but I'm sure the ministry is working on having them installed. But anyway, that's all the time I got for today, guys. Thank you for being here with us on the program. Ram Prasad, guy that. What's going on, champ? I ain't see you here ever before. Right? Y'all have a productive day. Continue to be good Guyanese. And like I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. No, today's Wednesday. No press conference today. Tomorrow. Right? I'm still working on Minister Edgell and Minister Hamilton. And based on that information I get tomorrow, we will probably have one of the ministers, either Minister Kroll or Minister Rodriguez, here to clarify what's going on and trouble. And remember, tell you, listen to this song. This is exactly what the coalition did to the people in 2024, right? When the money done, that's when they come in to tell you I'm mine. Anyway, peace, love, one Guyana.
When you had your pocket full, you know, been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want you conniving morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning.